Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content. And before we jump into this video, I just want to let you guys know you could buy your very own Hedera Hashgraph or HBAR themed poster right now on my official Crypto Posters website. Links will be down in the description below as well as in the comments below. And keep your eyes out on this website because tomorrow, or later today I should say, I do plan on uploading another HBAR themed poster. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Now, I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about what's happening in the market. Now, obviously, I said we could see a pullback on Bitcoin to about 37.5K to even lower at 36.3K. Finally, we are seeing that sell-off happen. We are seeing a little bit of a drop. Nothing too crazy. Now, I'm not even going to scroll down to see HBAR because I'm going to actually show you guys the graph and kind of talk to you guys a little bit about that in depth because I seriously do think that HBAR and even just all of crypto is boiling up to have a massive end of the month move in the market. Now let's go look at HBAR. So HBAR has been holding up fairly strong, even regarding the Bitcoin drop. As we do see here, Bitcoin is pretty much ranging on 38K currently. This is on the Binance chart. I have a few price targets down here that these are like lower price targets at 24 and 20K. I don't think that we go down that low at all. I think that will most likely bounce from within this chop zone that's labeled here, possibly at the 50-day MA at around 35K. I think that maybe that's the lowest that we can go. Who knows? I do see a lot of people asking for, a pullback to 34,000. Who knows, right? But I just want to say, with this drop, HBAR has been holding fairly strong. I mean, it's still nearly at 21 cents, but it was destined to come down, as we do know that it hates the 200-day MA. That was at 21.5 cents. We do see that we pretty much dropped off of that. This is actually shown at 22 cents. So, I mean, technically, yeah, it is at 22 cents. So, but we could come down and even retest 20 cents. That wouldn't be too crazy of a figure to me to actually retest. But until we actually clear all those MAs, which we do see that we're seeing a little bit of a death cross happening right now on the 50 and also even the 100-day MA, which we could see that happen very shortly here soon. Now, am I too concerned about a death cross happening on HBAR? Absolutely not. I think that we have been paving some way for a little bit of some, jumping out of this resistance point at 23 cents here soon. We did test it twice, as you guys can see here. We totally rejected it, totally fine. Not too concerning, honestly, at all, because, with most alts, because I know a lot of people are comparing HBAR to Q&T right now, saying, well, why has Q&T jumped out but not HBAR? Listen, those two assets are completely different in terms of supply and also demand. Like right now, Hedera's total supply is like 9.4 billion. Q&T's is like 12 million. So that could be one reason. Some alts are disconnecting, but for the most part, some alts are just kind of doing what HBAR is doing right now, which is kind of sitting still while Bitcoin decides if it wants to go up or down. Most likely we will come down, as we are rejecting even off of the 100-day MA. Like I said, I think that we can most likely test that 50-day MA. That would be fairly good. I think that it would be healthy as well. But that is down at that 35K zone. But I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of support zone from 38 to 36.4K and even 36.3K. So I'm still looking at some more PA to play out on Bitcoin itself. Now, if we talk about Bitcoin dominance did break the 50-day MA. It's very bullish, honestly, especially for anybody who wants their alts to not pretty much die, if you will, if Bitcoin did drop. But we are ranging below it now as well. We actually reject it off of the 50-day MA. So until we actually reclaim that at 46.57%, I won't be too concerned with any movement on Bitcoin. What I would like to see is us maybe retest a bounce off of 45.6% down at that 100-day MA, and eventually most likely break that and possibly test support on this line here at 44.52%, as we do know that Bitcoin dominance loves that line. If we do even see here, right, we tested it multiple times. It was actually a resistance point at some point in time as well, but it is what it is. I do have an X here at 43.43%. What a figure, honestly. But that is a line that I would like us to pretty much come down to, maybe even retest it or even break it. That would be great. And then obviously we do have the lowest number down here at 39.66%, where we basically go into full-blown alt season. This will most likely be targeted around the end of September into November. That's when we'll most likely see Bitcoin back down to these strong levels down here. So with that being said, all eyes are still on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still king here. I know that we hate to say that, but until HBAR fully disconnects or decouples from it, we really won't see too much movement on HBAR itself. Now, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about the HBAR Bitcoin chart, because the HBAR Bitcoin chart has been showing some strength, honestly. Like, if we look here on this entire price action that happened here before we had a major breaking point up, it was about 58 days. Now, if we actually go from this line here and range all the way over here, it's been over 83 days. So we're almost ranging to 2x the amount of time that it took this line to break up to test that high of 838 sats. Until we actually really get a major breakout on this, like I think that we're rejecting the 100-day MA right now at 567 sats. Until we get a major breakout, I don't think that we're going to see too much movement on HBAR, but if we actually break out of this and do a similar move here, where we pretty much, let's see the percentage on that. So basically from the bottom of this candle, it was about 78%. And if we had a breaking point right now at 78%, it would obviously be above that, and it would actually range us to nearly 1,000 sats. It would be at 990. Now, me personally, I do think that we are ranging to do something like this. It's just taking a little bit longer. Like I said, you know, those lengthy consolidations where we're pretty much in a price accumulation, that is totally fine. I would accept that all day long, especially on something like HBAR. Because even if we look back here, we did a similar thing. And the Bitcoin chart compared to Hedera is very good to actually see, because that means a lot more people are buying HBAR over Bitcoin. Most likely, we won't really see a major breakout for some time. I don't know why this just did that, but let's do something like that. Now this is 41 days. Just disregard the minus there. So as we could see, it actually took us significantly longer this time around as well. This was 41 days. This was 58. This was 83. So however long this takes us to really break out of this, it would most likely happen when Bitcoin dominance falls a little bit lower, Bitcoin starts to fall possibly, and then we most likely will see an impulse up as Bitcoin dominance is falling with Bitcoin, because then what happens next will Bitcoin basically pump, right? So that's the big question that we have to ask ourselves is, when is Bitcoin going to pump back up past 47K? Because we've been actually eyeing that level. I actually have it right here at 46,849. I want us to break out of that point to get back into this price action that we were in. This is solid price action up here, because once we do that, that's when this chart will really kind of explode, in my opinion. That's when we'll also see a major impulse on HBAR itself on just the regular chart, right? Most altcoins have been doing pretty solid work lately. I mean, even if we come over here, most alts are still up a significant amount on the 7-day. Like, for example, Bitcoin is down 4.86%, but Ethereum is still up 7.49%. Ethereum has been performing fairly well, and it has been outperforming Bitcoin. And if you guys are new to, you know, crypto overall, the big thing in any sort of bull run or alt season to really look for is the buying to pretty much fall on Bitcoin and the buying to increase on Ethereum. And then once people take those profits, it flows back into large cap coins, medium sized coins after that, and then, you know, those small tier coins, small cap coins, if you will, which will really range those small cap coins like DNT and the USDC pairs and stuff like that really high. Now, I am expecting a major breakout on ADA as well. I know that I don't talk about ADA a lot or in a positive figure, but I do expect ADA to really grasp the market a little bit here, because, you know, even if we do look at the altcoin market, hold on. So if we come over to All right, excluding Bitcoin. Now, if we look at this, we have been ranging fairly well since even, July. Like, we've made some significant moves on the price action for altcoins and altcoin values. For an example, we hit this bottom. This is like a nice support zone. We only broke it a little bit here. We broke out of the MAs at the 50 and even 200. We couldn't break the 100-day yet. I think that that's a big resistance point for us right now. But we did pretty much move up about 50% in terms of altcoin prices. Now, I think it's only a matter of time before we pretty much retest this $1.5 trillion up here. This is for the altcoin market. I think that once we get to that point, we'll see a lot more money flowing through alts, including HBAR as well, because a lot of people's problems with HBAR right now is that there's just not enough price substance. Like, a lot of people are kind of bored with it. They don't really care about it. A lot of people will most likely sell off and buy into other coins. That's when we'll really see an impulse in it as well. I honestly do think, like, that's where we see a lot of people kind of, even when we talk about XRP, right, they sell it for something else because the price is getting stagnant. I think that's when the most price action really kind of ensues. But we have been looking good, right? I mean, alts have been looking strong. This looks strong too. I mean, it looks like we're on a major sort of, I would say this is a chop zone, right? Between, first off, a death cross actually just happened on the 200 and also the 50-day. This is what I was talking about, right? This death cross means really nothing, to be honest. But I just want to say we've been kind of ranging in between this zone and also sort of, I would say, maybe this zone. Like, this is our main chop zone for altcoins. And I do think that this is pretty much gonna range us to about the end of the month, and I do think that the end of the month into September, so somewhere over in this zone here, we're going to really kind of see some breaking out happening. And I'm going to keep this, I'm going to actually look at this multiple times and kind of keep you guys updated along the way, obviously. But I do think that we are seeing some more accumulation happening for alts. A lot of people are realizing it. And I do think that at some point in time, we won't have to wait longer on HBAR or any other altcoins. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, and turn notifications on. If you guys do want more free content, you guys can follow me on Twitter. You guys can also join the free Discord down in the description below. I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out.